Welcome to Rising Stars. I'm Vikram Oza. Now, while the correlation between urban living and stress, that has been discussed ad nauseum, the fact is it's creating great business opportunities. Among the many health tech startups that have set up shop, the one we're featuring today is Balanced Nutrition. It went live in August of 2014, and their mission, of course, is to make losing weight fun rather than stressful. How they're going about it, it's co-headed by Vishal Rupani, and he's our rising star today. Welcome to the show, Vishal.
Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. So you're in the business of helping people with urban lifestyle disorders, whether it is weight loss, thyroid management, there is cholesterol, there are so many areas, diabetes management as well. So obviously the need for it is quite established. But
Yes.
tell me about the business case that you created out of this, because there would be competition. Within the health tech startup space, there's increasing competition. So within that, to create a differentiated business model, what did that entail?
So one is that nobody is doing what we are doing. So there are certain models in the digital space, whereas somebody who met me some time back, who was a big time into investing, defined us as a private label of health tech. And there are others who are marketplace models of health tech. There are many around.
Right.
I mean, there are apps like Obinio and stuff. So what do we mean by private model? So when you join us, everything is digital.
Yes.
That same thing happens in the other models. But in our case, the assessment, which is probably common between us and the other models, it ends there. After that, everything is personalized.
Right.
So you have a very personalized diet program. I rather call it food personalized.
Right.
Because diet is misconstrued. People think diet means ye nahi khana, wo nahi khana. In our case, the way to actually explain a model is food personalized.
Sure.
Then there is a mentor,
Right.
who's a trained dietitian under my wife, who's my partner.
Yes.
She's the one who started in 2014. And all the diets actually, by and large, go through her.
Right.
So she supervises most of them.
Fair.
Obviously, we are building a layer of people under that.
That's right.
And then there is a e-kit.
Yeah.
And then there is a maintenance kit. And
Right.
that also is a very big part of our program.
Right.
We call it Celebrate Life Kit at the end of the program. So we don't leave you after the program is over, okay, now do it on your own.
Right.
There's a lot of effort on the maintenance kit.
Right.
So these things, what's the
So that
model?
from start to finish, there's a lot of hand-holding, and the
Yes.
personalized nature is what you're betting big on.
Yes.
Tell me, as far as how much your business has been able to generate traction, the kind of marketing spends to kind of draw in audiences. Of course, a lot would be word of mouth as well, but because this is largely trust related, health generally
Absolutely,
is a space related with trust. What are the challenges that you faced in being able to draw traction from the word go?
As you rightly said, in fact, I tell my team, we are in the business of selling hope. So when you're selling hope, actually you can't sell hope. You have to create hope.
Yes.
And you have to be genuine. So right from day one, our marketing model has been on content and genuine engagement, whether it is the lead side or the client side.
Okay.
You'll be surprised that we have a 1 lakh following on Facebook. We have a page and group. It's a community. If I throw the figure how much I spend, people will not believe it. You know, we must have, I mean, if you go to a digital marketing agency, they'll say, I'll need 5 crores. I must have done it at 5% of that cost.
Really?
The whole focus has been using content very smartly and most importantly, genuinely.
Right.
So if those two things are done, you can do magic in healthcare.
Right. So your revenue model is largely subscription based, right? That's how it's
Absolutely, yeah.
you know, you have a 30-day package, you have a 60-day package and a 90-day package. All of it would come at a cost for any
Yes.
user. And there is no free stuff that's going around, no trial period as such. So as far as the marketing, you didn't think all of that was important. People would come in, they would seek what they need, and they would find it, and then they would pay up front. What was the problem in being able to get that kind of model in place?
Yes, it started slow. 2014, I still remember the first client my wife said was from Singapore. It was not from India.
Right.
And it just built organically. In fact, I remember very clearly I used to maintain a small Excel sheet for her. There were 4 clients in the month of Jan. Till March, it was about 30. And the following year, it just built organically. I think the large part of the growth in the first 1.5 years was word of mouth.
Okay.
Then the marketing started kicking off. My wife hired me in 2016. I'll put it
Must
that
have
way.
felt good.
Actually, that was always the plan.
Yes.
But She was building it on her own, and obviously I was working somewhere, so
Sure.
we had to manage a lot of other things.
Of course.
But 2016 December, we took a call. It's
But
time.
you went bootstrapping.
Yes.
What was the point in doing that? Is that because you tried and did not succeed in raising funds at that point in time? Because you're talking about the challenges up front, right? To convince people, because India is a difficult market that way, and everyone is very price sensitive.
Yeah.
And though I know that you've gone to different countries, as many as 50 right now, you have your payment gateway, but something as basic as setting up a payment gateway as well,
Oh.
that is a tall order.
I can tell you. I
Yes.
can tell you.
So, what was the reason why you went bootstrapping?
We never felt the need, or we never thought of getting investments. See, I've been in this domain for 15, 20 years.
Yes.
My wife has been for 10 years. As far as delivering services or programs, we had no doubt that we can do a great job. So we never had a doubt that we'll succeed. In fact, from first month or second month, we had an operating profit.
Okay.
So it never occurred to us that we should look at funding. It so happened that now we have reached a stage that when we look at the market segment, where obesity probably 100 million, PCOS, they say is 1 in 5 Indian women have PCOS.
Right.
So you take cholesterol, diabetes, and all that kind of segments. The market size is so huge that I think we don't have an option. We need to get.
So how
the
much
right
are you
partner.
now trying to raise, and in how much time would you need, and what would you need it for? Because I know the tech
Yes.
piece is the most expensive one for you,
Tech
and that's an
is
ongoing
big.
concern.
Absolutely right. It's tech and people. There are two things. I have not actually put a figure. What I would rather do is look at an investor who really helps us grow.
Okay.
We don't want to be like driven, okay, let's
Yeah.
get this market size
Sure.
and go. It's a very different kind of segment. We are dealing with people and lives. So while scaling up, you need to factor a lot of other things that service doesn't get compromised. It's not a marketplace model.
Sure.
So while I would like to probably raise about $10 million, but I'm not in a hurry. I
Yeah,
will
but
do it.
meantime, all the innovations seem to be happening. You're trying to kind of get the gamification part of it going as well. You want to get user content. You're trying to create a wallet. So all these small innovations are going to push the business ahead, you think?
Yes,
Or are these just trial and errors?
Absolutely not. They are not trial and errors. This is a deep understanding that Indians are very different. Go to Australia, US, you'll find somebody wearing a Fitbit, tracking, noting out his diary. Indians are not like that. We need to handhold them.
Right.
So given that, even the user interface, which is where gamification comes, if I tell them track this, fill this, do that, it's not going to work. So the whole approach is make the user interface, the engagement extremely fun.
Right.
And that is our mission,
Right.
making healthcare easy, engaging, and stress-free.
Yes.
So technology is used for that.
That's right. So clearly, Vishal, I mean, you have come a long way, and there is that much more that you need to cover in times ahead as well. But we wish you great luck, Vishal, and we'll check in with you in the future as well to see how the business is doing.
Thank you for the support, Vikram.
We'll take a small break on that note, but there's much more coming up right after. Do stay with us.